guys, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. You know me, I'm Tom. Okay, look at this. Oh man, I want to thank Mark for turning me on to these awesome beef ribs. I'm getting ready to put these in the oven. I got of course, my trusty ice house standing by. But look at these guys. Nice, huh? 2 racks of beef ribs. But that's not what this video is all about. All right, let's see. The oven is cooking, getting preheated. Turn on the light. Okay, let's set this camera up. Hope everybody's doing well. All right, looks like we got contact. There we go. Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. You know me, I'm Tom. All right. Woo! What a wild couple of weeks. But the topic of this video is not going to be about these fabulous beef ribs that I'm about ready to cook. Oh no, oh no. But before I jump into it, the topic of the day, let me put these in the old oven. Stand by. Oh yeah. Woo! Can't wait. I gotta turn them around. Okay, they're in the oven. All right, the topic of today. Let's see what it will be. Because, first off, I want to thank everybody for helping me hit over 10,000. 10,250 subscribers and getting near the 2 million view mark. Appreciate that. The topic of this video is going to be this. How to start a small business. What really is involved in actually owning a small business? There's a lot to it. The reason why I'm going to make this video and jump on this particular topic is over the last couple of weeks, I've had a lot of you guys call me directly, email me, but mostly call me or text me and ask all these fundamental questions. I had a couple out of Florida, and I tried to answer all their questions over the phone, but they just were not grasping what it takes. The reason why, let's start from square one. This is a complicated subject, topic. Hold on. All right, let's go to some basic 101 stuff, okay, about starting a small business. If you've never been to school, like I have never been to school, and you never took a business class or a finance class or a class about incorporating incorporations, okay, there's so many layers to owning a small business. It's not just going out, working, getting a paycheck, and that's it. It's so much more than that. Number one is that you gotta think about what is the business that you want to own, okay? Secondly, what do you want to call the business? Third, how legal are you? Depending on what state you live in, there's many laws that govern that ability to own a business on paper that's registered, insured, and has the ability to work and engage in activities in the community, okay? There's so much to it. Yeah, you can go out and own an LLC, become a general contractor, be an S corporation like I am, but you got to know why you're doing it, okay? Some guys, they do real well. They don't have their name anywhere on their vehicles. They're not advertising, and they do very, very well, okay? But are they a business? Not really. They're somebody who just got lucky out there and has got hired by a bunch of different people, and their name got dropped all over the place, and they're working and they're making money. Do they actually own a business? The answer is no, they don't. You don't own a business. To own a business, first there's a couple criteria that you have to meet, okay? First, the number one thing is that you got to have a business name. And I always suggest to people, don't use your personal name, okay? Like, I wouldn't call my business Tom Noldner's Handyman Services. I just wouldn't do that, okay? Because it doesn't stick in anybody's mind. So, but Mr. Fix-All Home and Garden does. Now, when you choose a business name, you got to understand something, that you've registered your business. Your business will get registered, okay, with the state. Okay, it goes on a database. Your name then becomes a vital asset to you because you automatically then go into a Google search. It just happens that way because of the registration process from the state, depending on what state you're in. But the bottom line is they all go on a national database. So if you have Zigsby's Handyman Service, it starts with a Z, okay? That means, let me get this out of my way. That means that your Google search is going to be on the very bottom, but if you have ABC Handyman Service, it starts with an A. That means it goes higher up on the word search, okay? When people try to find you or try to look for you on social media, they Google handyman. And Google's algorithms are designed to pull up name searches, okay? They go in alphabetical order, believe it or not, they do. And also people who pay to have their company name or registry come up on the first page. I just got a call from a person who just Googled Handyman Services. I came up on the first page, and I was the third one, and I don't pay these people. You know why? It's because I have the A in my name, all, Mr. Fix-All, okay? Even though the F is there, the Fix-All is part of a Google search and a name recognition that goes up in these pages, okay? Now, first, get you a company name that makes sense. Second, and the most important thing that you have to do is go down to the city, county where you live, whatever state you live in, and find out if anybody's taken the name. Okay? Then you want to make sure that if nobody's taken that name and you feel it's a good company name, then the next thing you do is you run down to your insurance company and, of course, look up your state laws. You can find all this information online and go get a commercial liability policy. Okay? Now, you have your name. You have a commercial liability policy. The very third thing that you do is go register your business name, because they won't register your business name without seeing a copy of your commercial liability policy. Okay? So, then, if you feel that your name is really unique and franchisable, then you go register it as a trademark. Okay? That's what I did with my Mr. Fix-All Inc. and Mr. Fix-All Home and Garden. It's a registered trademark, which that means I can sell the business in every single state, and the name in itself has value. Okay? the corporate name has value, like Apple, okay? It's a trademark. UPS, FedEx, these are all trademark. Bank of America, okay? So they can sell the assets of the company, but they also can sell the name. Berkshire Hathaway, you know how much that's worth, that name? Just the mention of Berkshire Hathaway. Hell, it's worth billions. All right. The next thing that you got to do, first you got your name. Now you got your commercial liability coverage. Now you've gone down to your local city seat and registered your business. You can trademark your name later, but your company name later. But the very, very next thing you need to do is then figure out whether or not you're going to do social media, you're going to do click pay ads, you're going to run an ad in the newspaper, you're going to hand out flyers, you're going to just get business cards, you're going to do whatever it takes to get your name out on the streets, okay? Referrals, family and friends, whatever you decide you want to do. Now, again, this is still a very complicated process. It sounds like it could be simple, but it's not. The very next thing I would suggest to you, do, if you feel like you're going to make some money at your business, so let's just say you know for a fact you'll make $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year. You already know it. Okay? You got your business name, you got your insurance, you got your business license registered if that's what the state requires. Here in the state of North Carolina, we're not required to have a business license anymore because they took that off the books, you know, to help small business owners. We just don't have to pay the fee. But there's still a $200 filing fee that you still have to file every single year with the state of North Carolina to even own the business. But in other words, I don't have to pay for a business license, okay? It used to be $50, but I don't have to pay that anymore. I just have to still pay the $200. But the next thing that you got to consider is that you got to deal with your taxes, okay, at the end of the year. You better hire yourself a CPA. And for those who don't know what a CPA is, it's a certified public accountant, okay? And you also might need to get a bookkeeper. Or if you're good at computers, you can go online and download Office, and it has all those forms there, and you can just fill them in and keep yourself organized. Now, the thing that people ask me all the time is, why are you set up as an S corporation? It's all about taxes, people, taxes. You have to understand, I've explained this 1,000 times before. It's not what you make. It's what you get to keep. It's not what you earn, but it's what you have to spend to keep what you earn. Remember, it's a funky formula. If you make $100,000 a year, you don't keep $100,000 a year. And if you do make $100,000 a year and you buy no equipment, you buy nothing, you're going to get slammed in taxes because it's capital gains, okay, on the corporation. You're going to pay on your personal and you're going to pay on your business. Those are two separate taxes. Okay? So that's why I can go out and spend anywhere from $15,000 to $30,000 a year buying equipment every single year because I have to, so I can avoid paying the capital gains tax on my income. Okay? The gross net income minus expenses. Remember, that's the advantages of owning a small business, is the ability to write off all these expenses. But at the end of the year, you can't continuously show a loss. You keep doing that, you're going to get audited. Believe me, you got 3 years that you can run your business in negative numbers. After the 3rd year, you better start making some profit, and you got to stay pretty steady. If you don't stay steady, they will audit you. And believe me, you don't want that, because then they'll go back and nitpick everything, okay? Now, when you finally establish yourself Then the other thing is the big question is, and I'm going to leave this one kind of open because I've discussed this a lot already, is how do you bid, how do you charge? That's a whole different topic. That has nothing to do with starting a small business. That's just common sense. You got to know what your expenditures are. You got to know what lifestyle you're living. If you went out and bought a $70,000 big badass, honking truck, and you're making, $1,000 a month payment, well then shame on you, because you don't need that big ass truck to start a small business, okay? If you want to look good, then go look good at $1,000 a month, totally up to you, but you're only going to be able to write that thing off at one time. And you're going to still be making those $1,000 a month payments for 84 months, whatever it is, paying almost $100,000 for a damn truck. Don't do that to yourself. The bottom line is you start off simple, you start off smart, and you get used equipment. You go to flea markets, yard sales, Craigslist, do whatever you need to do, and buy what you need and slowly build up your business with equipment, okay? But all your equipment that you buy, all your tools that you buy are all tax write-offs, okay? Just don't go crazy. Now, the other number one thing that I tell people to do if you're going to start your own small business is that if you go out and buy a van or a truck, put your bloody company name on the side of it. Try to look professional. Don't go out there like a ghost and not. If you're doing well and you want to stay incognito, that's fine. But you have to understand something. Let me explain this to you. When you get ready to retire, let's say you want to sell your business, okay? You want to sell it. You have to ask yourself one important question. What is your business worth? Okay? You got the individual, me. I'm the one that goes out there and does the work. But what is Mr. Fix-All worth? The name. Believe it or not, my company name is worth a lot of money. And you know why? Because I trademarked it, I registered it, and it's a brand name. It's a brand name, okay? You guys out there that fly by night, even though you're a legitimate tax-paying business owner, you have a license, you have commercial insurance, all this stuff, and you get ready to sell that business, your business isn't worth anything. You know why? Yeah, you can sell the accounts if you have yearly contracts and you're a vendor and you have vendor agreements. You can actually sell the contractual obligation to do the work to another entity that wants to buy your business. But what's the business worth? And if you don't have tax records over the last 5 to 10 years proving how much the business is making, what the net value of the business is, then your business is worth zero. That means the whole business is all based on you. It has nothing based on what you've done or what you've created, because there's nothing there. I did a financial analysis with a financial planner and my CPA. Mr. Fix-All Incorporated, Mr. Fix-All Home and Garden Incorporated, the name, the trademark name is worth over $1 million. Just the name. Because I've got it so inundated on the social networks and also trademark throughout the United States that it's a franchisable entity that I could sell in every single state. Okay? I could die, but guess what? Mr. Fix-All doesn't die because it in itself is a living, breathing document. Okay? Do you guys get that? Do you understand that concept? So, if you run around here in your van, you got no name on it, but you're making a whole bunch of money every single year, and at the end of the year you say, I'm going to sell, your business is worth nothing. Because you cannot contractually sell something that doesn't exist. It's called being a ghost. All right. I never went to school. But the one thing I learned when I was in the car business for 28 years is all about contracts. You know, These kind of things are so important. When you talk about liability, you talk about risk, you talk about, you know, what impact a company has on the market. How is a company perceived in the market? What's the worth and the value of a company in the market? But without anybody knowing what the business is, there is no value. So I'm going to end this video right here because I'm starting to smell these. They're making me hungry. And I'm going to go upstairs and upload this video. People, keep this in mind. Unless you're willing to take a 4-year course in how to own, operate, get a business degree, you'll never understand this stuff. Because this is all contractual concepts, okay? It's also business concepts. It's creating a trademark, creating an identity, being able to make that identity sell, creating value into the identity or the name or the organization or the product. You know, look at Coca-Cola. Just the word C-O-K-E. What the hell's that worth? The Koch brothers. You know, they took a brand name. It's a brand name. Mr. Fix-All is a brand name. So create your own brand name. Good luck. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave those comments. And I know you're going to have thousands of them. But the bottom line is that owning your own business is very complicated. There's so much to it. It's not just go out and work, get a paycheck, and go drink beer on the weekend on the off-grid farm. It's not all about that. I promise you. There's so much more to it. I love you guys. You know I do. Thumbs up. Leave those comments. Subscribe. Send a link to your friends. Tom out of here. I'll see you guys on another video. And thanks for pushing me over 10,000. I am reaping the benefits from it from YouTube. They've already contacted me. Thank you very much. I love you guys. Everybody, God bless.